let's be honest. How much you guys don't like your furniture? You don't like comfortable furniture, I feel. What is it with people over on the other side of that water? They're like, you know what?
You know what?
We want to sit on? Let's sit on wood.
That's why Americans are fat, because they have such comfortable
you're
furniture.
one to talk.
Why do you think Swedish people are so skinny? Because they're like, I don't want to sit on that fucking chair.
You're one to talk, Marcus.
Hey, I live in America.
Oh, okay.
Why do you think I'm sitting on these shitty chairs so I can try to get my shit up?
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's because it's the only furniture your mom bought and you're living at home.
Well, it's open mics with Markus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're two best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, welcome to the Open Mics podcast.
What's up?
Yeah, we're in my mom's basement again.
Yeah, his mom's basement.
My mom's basement.
I don't live at...
You live with your mom too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, that's right. You can't. You're trying to fucking talk shit at the beginning like, oh, you live with your mom. I'm like, that's the same as you, though. And it wasn't my choice. It was coronaviruses.
That's very true.
But now we're in a basement with full electricity.
Woo!
And we're sponsored by American Spirit cigarettes.
Yes,
Smoke them if you don't got them. Buy them.
313,
Beer.
coffee.
Apple. Bic.
Bic.
I still got a bunch of weed whacking lighters.
Yeah. What do they hit you up if they want a weed whacking lighter, Marcus? Go ahead and tell them.
Venmo me at Marcus with a capital M and a K and then the dash and then OLIND. I'm doing 2 for $5 now.
I don't know what that email spelled.
No, it's a Venmo. It's at Markus Olind with a dash in the middle.
Oh, okay.
It's Venmo, dude. It's like
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Venmo me. But I don't know how to send it to people because you can't send flammables.
I meant to do the short talk under the Venmo. You must pay for shipping and everything, and no returns are available.
If it blows up in the package outside of your house, I am not responsible for that. Even if ISIS takes credit, I had nothing to do with it. So I wanted to talk about. We talked about horror stories, comedy horror stories.
I like how you're holding the paper.
Yeah,
you can't see it from far. We wrote 4 lines and it took us 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I want to make sure I got this. Okay, so you want to talk about successful moments in comedy. So now that you don't have any of those, let's talk about the first open mic that you ever did. Because I know that wasn't a successful moment in comedy at all.
Man, I...
Got him. Did you see that? I hope your mom's watching. Did you see what I did to your little boy? You see what I did to a little mechanic boy?
Nice to me, Mom.
You're not nice to me. You call me fat. Said I live with my mom. I am fat and live with my mom.
You say really mean things to me.
Like what? What's the meanest shit I ever said to you?
Oh, Justin, you're
killing it. What's the meanest thing I ever said?
I'm on the spot. What's the meanest thing you ever said on the spot?
No, what, dude? What is the meanest thing I ever said to you on the spot?
So many mean things.
Yeah, and you can't name one.
You said I think you said I sucked at life, and I have nothing going for me, and I'm a terrible comic. I'm a terrible friend.
I said that?
Yep.
Oh, I thought Mark Ridley said that. I don't remember.
Wow, Marcus,
now that's the meanest
Marcus,
thing. Now that's the meanest thing
I couldn't understand you. Can you take his dick out of your mouth?
It's not in my mouth.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I'm wearing a mask, okay? They can't tell on the audio, but I'm wearing a mask.
He's not wearing a mask.
I am wearing a mask.
I'm looking right at his dirty little dick-sucking mouth.
Yep, but that's all a mask. I have a mask.
He puts a dick in his mouth to hide the stuff coming out.
That would be the best mask. Like going to Walmart and you have a mask that has a dildo attached just coming out of it like an elephant trunk, dude. That would be so fun. This is my mask. I kind of want to go to Walmart with my Trump mask. I feel like you have one of these. Around. No,
do you have one?
No, it's not built.
Do you have a dildo face?
It's not built. You got to put it together. It's from IKEA. It's a Swedish dick. It's
uncircumcised. So it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna be hanging to the left more than usual. It's supposed to be like straight, but it's like IKEA built.
Is it supposed to be straight? I don't think dicks are supposed to be straight.
Are they?
I don't think so. No, it's not straight. Justin's mom.
That's fucked up, dude. Apologize.
I'm sorry, Justin's mom.
Jeez.
I am sorry, okay? I wish I had a straight dick, but I just don't. It curves. It's like a banana. depending on what angle you hold your bananas at. You ever see one of those bananas that looks like one of those revolutionary like handguns?
No.
Like there's bananas that have like the normal like the moon, like when the moon is small. And then there's the ones that have like the hook and then go long.
Crescent moon.
No, but then there's the bananas that have like the handle. They straight up look like a gun. It's like a handle and then they go long. And then there's the ones that are just straight up that half crescent moon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you're saying they look like a monkey gun?
Yeah. They look like
that's revolutionary?
Gun. No, it's from the Revolutionary War. You ever seen Planet of the Apes?
Oh, a musket?
No, like the handgun version, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. Those are a musket handgun, aren't they?
I don't think so. They're not muskets. A musket. That's what my dick. That's my dick right there. Just if you didn't, yeah, okay. Microphone fell down.
Again, we're working with the best equipment. We did just upgrade, like.
Yeah, this is way better equipment. Slightly, not on the mic. It's the same mic, but
I ordered a mic. Now we're gonna have 2 mics next week.
Your first open mic was at New Way Bar.
New Way Bar.
Wow. Yeah, man. My first
so
open
nasty,
mic,
dude.
Well, that's a good segue into my first open mic where I got super drunk.
Oh,
Did you get drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you're all nervous, you're like, I gotta get drunk.
It wasn't that. I was with my cousins, and they were like, dude, let's do a shot. And I was like, okay. And then a few shots later and a couple beers, I'm up on stage. Actually, no, I didn't go up on stage yet. I got there early because I didn't know the game yet. And so I got there like 8:30 and sign-ups at 9. And I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, dude, no one's here yet.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So you just sat there and got drunk?
And it was with I was with my mom and my cousin and her husband. And then...
At New Way.
At New Way.
So your mom's been to New Way.
Yeah, that was my first time.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Justin's mom.
He's a smart man, Mom. And then
I know what love is, and I know what comedy ain't, and it's sitting next to me like a box of chocolates.
You know what I say about comedy? I'll say you never know what you're gonna get.
That's fucking true, dude. Like, I pity the people who are like, "This, you guys have comedy tonight? Ooh."
I know. What are you
They're
doing?
always holding a drink like this, too. They're like, "Ooh."
When does it start?
They have their hand
on
their...
When does it start?
Yeah. Dude, I remember one time at Atwater, I was fucking hosting, and this chick brought, like, we were having the show, right? I had a lineup, and there were people in there watching, and this chick came in and brought, like, 5 work friends with her, and she was like, "Hey, can I go up?" I'm like, "Yeah, but, you know, at the bottom of the list." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she comes up, like, 3 comics later. She's like, "Well, can I go up soon?" I'm like... I had a bunch of people who signed up. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, well, I brought these people. I'm like, okay. And then she comes up and she's like, well, it's been a lot of dick talk up there. Like, can I get a female comic up there? I'm like, I'm not putting you up any earlier. She ended up leaving with her friends. I didn't care though. I was like, look, I don't need you for my show, lady. Okay? I don't need your vanity project of you. She wasn't a comic. She just wanted to do it. She wanted to go up and be like, hey, look, I'm funny, okay? Yeah. Look at me. I'm not just the marketing whiz who's good at Outlook, okay? I'm funny too. And I was just like, I'm not putting you up. Because I knew who that lady was. At that point, I'm like, if you want to sit through the whole open mic and pay your fucking dues, I'll put you up. She didn't want to.
Yeah. Those are the best ones. Like, yeah. Coming in and they're like, if I just talk about my life and like I just get like really drunk, I can tell you like the funniest stories. And we're like, go ahead, do it.
The funniest stories are not from people who have full-time jobs with benefits and 401k matching. Those are not the funny people who have the story. The funniest people are the ones who are living in their car and who are broke and whose fucking everything is falling to shit in their lives. Those are fucking people I can laugh at. Okay, I don't want to laugh at Nancy, good. The marketing whiz. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a shit.
Oh, you have a great job. That's hilarious.
And I don't. It's like you brought your friends. I'm definitely gonna make you wait now. That's the other thing they don't realize about comedy.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them.
No, I'm telling everybody.
Don't tell them.
If you bring people, you're not going up early because then as soon as you get off stage and bomb, they're all gonna leave.
Yeah, so back to the New Way part when I went. So I got there early. This mic, by the way, New Way Bar in Ferndale, every Monday, it starts at 10 o'clock.
I love how you're plugging a mic during
It runs
quarantine.
till 2 in the morning. I'm letting them know about it runs till 2 in the morning. So you got to know that part.
Oh, yeah.
I got there at 8:30. I was the first person there. And
That's
then I met
early.
Paulie Pipitone. If you say his name 3 times, he appears in a mirror. Great.
Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls.
So I talked to Paul, and Paul let me know how he does comedy and how great it is and what he's going to do. And I'm like, my mind's blown. I'm like, this is going to be so awesome. I signed up. And then I'm like sitting there, and now it's at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool, the mic just started. Then Amit did 45 minutes or whatever.
Oh, my God. I remember the first time I saw him do.
And I think he was probably like saying like, you came here for your first time? Oh my God, you're an idiot. You're not going to go up. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. Mom, I'm happy about this decision. And then 11 o'clock comes up and my mom's like, are you going to go up? And I'm like, I think so.
Ooh, it got to the point where your mom wanted to leave.
They let me go. No, we drove together. And I'm so drunk I couldn't drive home. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I'm going to go up soon. I think they keep telling me I'm going to go up soon. So I'm getting ready, and I'm getting more drunk, and I'm like, I came up with stuff during the day, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So then now it's 12:30. My mom's like, Justin, are you going up? Go ask now. And I'm like, okay. And I went up to Paul, and I'm like, or Amit, and I'm like, guys, can I go up soon? My mom's kind of getting restless. So then I go up.
Did he bring you up like his mom's getting restless?
Oh, no, it was like and this next comic, it's his first time to be an idiot. Oh, my God, I hope he fails. And I'm like, thanks, dude, appreciate it. And he's like, and no one give a fuck about him. And Justin Essenmacher.
It makes sense why people quit comedy.
Yeah, we're really mean.
We're mean to newbies.
Yeah.
You have to be. Because I don't like being nice to new people. Yeah, but when you're too nice to new people, then people don't quit. And then you have too many comics. And like that's the problem. When you're too encouraging to new people, like if you're good, you're not going to quit.
That's true.
Like you're going to keep going.
And Marcus is still going strong, guys.
And I'm not even funny.
He's like a Make-A-Wish kid.
I made a wish
We
when I
all
was a
sit
kid.
there and look out for him, and we give him money. We don't.
No,
give him
you
money.
don't give me money.
We don't.
No, club owners give me money.
Oh!
Boom!
Wow.
Okay, so you went up. Your mom's there. You're drunk.
I'm drunk.
And it's New Way.
And it was just like the...
Should we explain these, by the way? I don't think we did.
We didn't. Well,
we shot a Fred Flintstone skit. Okay, so you're at New Way.
so stupid. So I'm at New Way, and it was just like those scenes in a movie where you had the piece of paper, and you walk up, and you're like, you know what? Just say it from the heart. Yeah. And I look back there, and your mom's like, just say it from here. Yeah. And I take the piece of paper, and I'm like... screw the notes, dude.
Yeah.
And I go up there and I'm like, oh, shit. Did you freestyle? And I was like, where's my notes? And the next thing you know, the first word came out and I start talking and then I just went into a CVS bit. And I'm like, well, I'm talking about CVS because my mom's like, Justin, I love it when you tell the CVS stories about those old ladies and the change and how they pay for things. And I'm like, I got it. And then I did it like 7 minutes and the story went on to nothing for 7 minutes. And I walked off just like, And my cousin and her husband and my mom were like laughing. My mom really wasn't laughing. I think my mom fell asleep.
Your mom fell asleep
and
during
then my
your
cousins
first
were laughing.
comedy
I think it's
set?
because they know me. I think my mom was probably there. She's probably embarrassed with their hand on her head, just
your
like,
mom
what is?
Fell asleep during your first comedy.
It was like
set.
1 a.m. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah, but this is her baby boy.
Middle.
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah, but you're basically the baby.
No.
What does your younger brother do?
My younger sister, older brother.
What'd she do?
She's married. She has a great job.
Wow. So you're the baby.
She's pregnant.
She's successful. You're really the baby.
Yeah, my brother, he's got married, 2 kids,
life together, going.
Married, successful. And I'm in your fucking basement with you while you
my
get
mom's
drunk next
basement.
to me.
Yeah.
So I was on stage and, dude, I was just telling the story and I just kept starting the story. Yeah. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And then I was like, oh, they're like, no, do it. And then I was like, go back into it. Yeah. And they're like, it's still not laughing. And then they're like, no, finish it. And I'm like, I can't do it.
How did you find out about New Way as your first mic?
I do not know. I was looking so long. I kept finding Mark Ridley's. I kept calling up. Thank God I didn't win that lottery because I'm so glad I went up at a bar.
You think your first set at Ridley's would have made you quit?
I don't know how it would have went because, people at Ridley's first time, people are there and they just laugh at anything.
Yeah. So you might have felt good about yourself. And then the next time when you bombed, you'd have really hated yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first set went okay. Ish.
That's what happened. My first set was at a bar too, or it was actually no, it was at a hookah lounge.
Which one?
In Ann Arbor. What the fuck? Rendezvous? Did you ever
No.
do it? John Mullenix and Tanner Oliver hosted it. I went there with my buddy Anthony Navone, and he told me about it. He had been doing stand-up for about a year, like open mics and stuff. He told me about it. I knew I was going to do it that night, so I drank like 8 beers at home, and then I walked there because it was within walking distance. I got fucking hammered at home. I got there, I went upstairs, and I was like, there's nobody here. What the fuck? There were like a couple people like on laptops because it's college town, right? Typing, like headphones in. They don't give a fuck about it. And then I meet a couple comics. I meet my buddy. I sign up. I go to the bar next door. I do a Jaeger bomb with Tina Green and Brandy Alexander. I chug a beer.
Oh my God.
I do another Jaeger bomb by myself. Then I go next door. And I did my set and I was just hammered.
So now you're 10 beers deep.
I'm fucked up. Yeah, I'm super drunk.
2 big shots.
I just ranted, and my buddy was like, "It wasn't that bad for a drunk first time." He was like, "It wasn't." I was like, "Really? I don't remember. I just remember flowing up there." I was just like, and another thing. And
what was your joke? What was your set about? Oh, you didn't remember?
I don't know. It was probably.
I would like to see a full blown.
I had a picture of it on
drunk
Instagram.
Marcus on stage.
I wore my Brazzers shirt. So I think I talked about Brazzers.
Is that porn?
Yeah. I have that shirt.
Marcus is classy, everybody.
Yeah, man.
He pays for porn.
I used to pay for porn.
Now like all those peasants out there getting that free porn.
Well, now I have the free. Now I'm all about free porn. But I used to be about the paid porn.
Hey, you used that logo, dude.
Yeah.
You put it in a terrible spot. I made Marcus a logo, and it looks so bad.
Dude, I was like, you know what? I'll
because it's like, cut it off.
I was like, I'll go on my Twitter account and just scroll back to 2015. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
For what?
That picture.
That's not from 2015. I sent that to you 3 weeks ago.
The picture of me at my first open mic with the Brazzers.
Oh, I'm talking about the logo.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck about the logo. I'm trying.
Yeah, I know you don't give a fuck about the logo.
I don't.
Time to make you.
Thanks, man. So, yeah, the first open mic. And that was the thing. It was like it went good enough to not quit.
Yeah.
And I felt like, okay, I'll just keep doing it. Then I think the next open mic I did was at, what was that old comedy club? Joey's?
Oh, that shithole.
Yeah, I did their like Wednesday open mic or something. Mm-hmm. It was awful.
Maybe I would have seen you there.
I only did it one time.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it was like there were so few people. And I remember like that night I was like, man, this sucks. And now I'm like, yeah, that's pretty normal for a Wednesday shit comedy club that ended up going out of business. It makes sense. But like,
wait, how did they go out of business? They were always so busy on Wednesdays.
It was not good. And I remember I was trying to tell some Hillary Clinton joke. I just had to say cunt up there. Like I couldn't not do it. And it was just
like,
bad.
What other word would you use?
I could have used something funny, maybe, but I wasn't thinking of that.
How many cunts did you use? Say.
No more than 3.
Real? Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was only one joke. It was so dumb.
You said cunt 3 times in one joke? Mm-hmm. It's not just the punchline. It's the setup, it's the premise, and it's the punchline.
Well, you try to tag your jokes up, right?
Yeah,
so I'm
for
like,
sure.
Tag.
Callback. Did you use a callback, too?
The callback cunt all day, dude. All day. Open with cunt, close with cunt. That's what I say. Open and close. Open and shut case.
I don't see it any other way.
And then I think my third set was at Ridley's.
Oh, that was the Mecca. So now this is what happened.
And
Marcus did 2
awful.
comedy clubs in a row, and now he's at
terrible.
he's at the pinnacle of his career.
And it just like I did so bad, and afterwards I was just so depressed. I had brought 3 friends out there to the show, and they were sitting in the front. And I was sitting in the front because I didn't know you were supposed to go in the back. And I remember Joel came up. He's like, "Are you Marcus?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you got to go in the back. You're, one of the." I'm like, "Oh." And then I go up and I just bomb.
What were your friends' faces?
Just like, not good. Not like laughing, but just like he's really doing this, huh? He's really saying all of these things. And
it was because it was bad.
Yeah, it was all bad.
It was mean, like aggressive, just anger stuff.
No, it wasn't mean, aggressive anger stuff. It was just more like cunt stuff. Just dumb stuff. Just shit where it's like, why are you saying this? It's not even funny. It was just like, what can I say? And
it's like when you yell at me and it's just like,
no, because then I have a point.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm yelling at you, like I'm right, first of all. Here, I was just an asshole. And I fucking...
Just that time he was an asshole.
Yeah, it was really bad. And it kind of made me sad for a while. I didn't do comedy again for, a couple months maybe.
Man, only if you could have just kept not doing it for another 4 years.
Yeah. Well, like, the first 15 months I did comedy, I did it maybe like 30 times. So like twice a month, tops.
Yeah. Don't you like the people that you have to hear, like, it's a whole story about how long you did comedy? How long have you been doing comedy? 5 years. Well, I took 3 years off.
That's why I don't say any of that. I'm just like, no, I started in October 2015.
And you consistently did it. That's a good thing.
Well, I didn't consistently do it the first year. I'd do like, 1 month I'd do like 4 or 5, then I wouldn't do it for like 2-3 months, and then I'd do a little bit more, and then at the beginning of 2017, I just started hitting it hard, tracking it and everything, and I just started doing it. That's what he said. Yeah, so like 2017, 18, 19, those 3 years, I went super fucking hard. I did over 1,000 mics in those 3 years, and now I'm here. And I have an Amazon Prime special that sucks, and I have my Fred Flintstone thing on, and I'm trying to film skits in my mom's fucking basement. I want to release my own YouTube special. Like, I have a really good set from a theater show that I have on CD.
Yeah, because he's like, the Amazon Prime special sucked. Why not make a worse one?
Because I have a better one on tape. It's good.
Well, your YouTube is popping. You might get a lot of views on that.
I did pick up 8 subscribers in the last month.
38 subscribers?
34.
Whoa.
I know.
So where can they find you on YouTube? What is the YouTube, Marcus?
Beard Von Marcus. And I'm coming out with new content every fucking week. It's not good. But it's soccer, there.
I mean,
football. If you like soccer.
If you like football with a foot.
If you like footy ball. Or you just like beards. I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to break into? I'm trying to break into the beard game.
Well, maybe look better. Maybe.
Yeah,
look better.
I mean, nobody wants to look at a fat guy with a beard. Like, if I were ripped,
there's a lot of fat guys with beards.
Yeah, but nobody wants to look at them.
I think it's because they take care of their beard.
No, they don't. Fat guys don't take care of anything.
I think you need to maybe
straighten it. I trimmed it. By the way, I trimmed this shit,
You did.
Okay?
You should maybe straighten it out. You ever tried straightening it?
Yeah, dude. People, you know how many people, I'm actually offended. The amount of people who Instagram direct message me commercials for, beard straighteners.
Yeah.
And they're like, you could use this.
I get those.
And I'm like, no one asked you.
I think you should try it.
You should try just for men.
You know what?
If you were a man.
You're one to talk and maybe get some Rogaine.
I tried Rogaine.
You tried Rogaine, I'll try it just for men.
I tried Rogaine.
But everybody tells me, hey, Justin, you don't need that, man. It looks good.
Who tells you that?
You look defined. And I'm like, yeah, defined? Well, I look defined until they get to know my life.
You look defined as an ass. I would define you as an ass.
As a successful ass. That's what this hair says.
No, what?
This hair says
successful ass.
This hair says that I might own a company, or I might be a higher up in a company. I've been there for years. I might have a boat that I go out on the weekends. I might be able to go up north.
Is this the image
that's what this hair says.
You try to portray?
No, that's what people think I portray. And then
Who
they're like,
thinks that?
A lot of people until they get to know me.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh no,
you do comedy and live at home?
None of those things.
What's your job? You're a server? Oh, you just have gray hair because
your life sucks. Not because you made it, and not because the stress that you made it, stress that you didn't make it. So I'm bald because I made it. God damn it. No, I didn't. I made it back to my mom's house.
This is did safely in your van.
This is the
used van, 2004.
But I own it.
He owns it. He made it, dude.
I own a car.
Marcus, if you could have a full head of hair and what would you have? A full head of hair or car payments? What would you have?
What?
Would you rather have hair, or would you rather have a new car and be bald and have to still pay it off?
Wait, what? You're not making any sense. I'm
one
of those is clearly better. I would rather have hair and no car payments.
No, I'm saying you get to have a new car, but you're still paying it, but you have a full head of hair.
Or
you're bald and have a used car that's paid off.
Bald and a paid off car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Instead of luscious
I have no
locks
debt,
of hair.
Dude. I'm fucking debt free, dude.
Yeah, see how much free. He doesn't care about what he looks like?
I don't care. Look at my credit score, bitch.
My credit score is good too.
What is it?
I got a full head of hair. It's just great.
Oh, okay.
It's over 770.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's funny is having a car payment actually helps your credit score. Like you always make your car payment, right?
What helped pay it off was that what helped make my credit score is that my parents just took out a personal loan so I could pay off my.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! So I paid my parents.
I saved a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh my God! Your parents paid off all your debt,
with the debt,
you owe them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Thank God for my parents.
Thank God for your parents, man, because otherwise. You might be bald.
I keep saying it to myself. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, is my hair going back? Is it back? So your first story, your first club was in a hookah bar?
No, yeah, first open mic I was drunk at a hookah bar, man.
Mine was at New Way Bar.
I'm trying to think the first time like I remember actually having a good set because I remember like my first time.
I can't.
My first time doing Prankus was awful. My first time at They Say was awful. Like my first time at a lot of those shows when I was really just like diving into it more.
Yeah.
Were bad. They were really bad. I took the class and, the class shows are not
this is why I didn't take the class because I had a prime example right next to me most of my years of comedy. And they're like, why don't you take a class? I'm like, well, have you seen Markus Olind perform?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, he's great.
They're like, yeah.
He's amazing.
The only thing he knows how to do is he might wear a suit.
I'm a selling point for the class. People are like, oh, Markus, let me take that class.
And
then they're like, when am I going to learn how to be more like Markus? And Joel's like, well, we don't teach that actually.
You can't teach. You can't. He's just a natural. He's just a natural that had to take a class.
I am a natural who had to take a class. Hey, Jordan got coached, all right?
Yeah.
Kobe got coached.
But he used his coaching
Jordan?
To become the best. You use your coaching to
become the best.
Just
do it. Nike.
Yeah.
Jordan. Gambling. Charles Barkley. But I took the class.
You folded up our notes.
Oh yeah, I'm a little ADD. I almost said I'm a little ACD.
Back in black.
I hit the track. I fucking do. Something down. I don't know.
All right.
So I hit
your next topic.
So the class though, like when you do the shows at Ridley's for the class, it's all biased, right? Because these are people who would already know someone in the show and they're there in a good mood. Like a real comedy show, you need depressed, sad, alcoholic people whose life is awful. Those are the people where if you can make them laugh, you're funny. If you can, you don't, suburban fucking happy people, their laughter doesn't really count.
Maybe that's what it was. Like some of the time, like stuff I'm saying, maybe some of these people that have like a normal life don't relate.
No.
They're like, oh, you can get that sad?
Yeah, you ever have that where they look at you like,
yeah. But I'm like thinking, looking at them, I'm like, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You just don't want to embarrass yourself in front of your friends, your work friends.
And I know I do too many of them, but I like the porn jokes because that crosses a lot of like rich people, poor people. Everybody watches porn, right? Especially now on phones. Like everybody watches the shit. So when you say it, like that 75% of the people know exactly what you're talking about. Half of the people will laugh at it, but then there's that 25% who don't know, and you just look at them like you guys are losers. And then there's the 25% who don't react, but you can tell they're hiding it. And I'm like, you guys are the ones who make me laugh right now, because I'm like, you guys are just like, oh, I know what he's talking about. I watched that too. They can't admit it. I'm like, you know what a fucking fleshlight is, bitch. You probably, and then the best is when you get someone to admit they have a fleshlight or something or some crazy shit. Like the drunk guy who's like, man, fuck.
Or the girl that has all the sex toys. Like, I have like fucking sticks. And you're like, we didn't even ask you. This joke was about my job, and you just yelled that you have 6 dildos.
Is there anything worse than a drunk woman at a show?
2.
Oh, yeah, because then they'll just have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, and you're like, hey.
They treat it like girls' night out.
I love it when, they're having girls talk, and you're like, and then the funny thing is, like, the whole crowd, like, everybody stops talking and gets at them, and you're like, hey, and then the whole crowd's like, forms to them. So not everybody's looking at it. I'm like, yeah, see, look it. I'm talking about them. I've even like mocked people.
And they don't care. They're just
but they don't know. And then they look and then they realize they have something silent because they stopped talking finally. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Is it us? Yeah, it's you fuck. Shut up.
The most entitled people, man.
Yeah.
They feel the need to sit up front.
Yeah, why do they sit up front?
Dude, the worst is when they like comment on the show like it's a fucking movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
oh, that's you. Don, that's you. Like, oh, my God.
Remember that one time? And I'm like, I'll just stop my set and look at them. Like, because if I stop talking, all the audience looks at where I'm looking. Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, no, let's make these fucking douche queens let's make them uncomfortable as fuck. Yeah. We'll just all look at them. And then one of them will be like, what? And I'm like, no, you want to come here? Yeah. Okay, the worst is like
you're like, okay, we didn't come for comedy. Like, leave us alone. And you're like, well, then get away.
Yeah, that's the worst. So you're sitting in a Planned Parenthood. I'm not here for an abortion, okay?
I know, right?
I'm here to use the bathroom. Oh, my God.
And then they try to get you. Like, well, you haven't said anything funny yet.
You didn't listen. Oh, man. Sometimes those heckle arguments can get so brutal because...
So bad.
Like, they don't quit. And they can't lose.
No.
Like, they really can't. Like, you can roast an audience member, but they don't lose. Nobody's going to walk out and be like, yeah, remember that dumb bitch? Like, they won't remember him the next day. But, like, if you let it get to a point where they ruin your set, man, you remember it. It doesn't even matter what the audience... Yeah. It's like you just feel so bad about yourself, and you're just like, man, I suck. Why couldn't I do a better job with that stupid heckler? It's so brutal, dude.
Dude, have you ever had anybody run up on stage? Or asked to be part of your show?
Oh, man. I can't think of it right now. I don't think so.
I have.
Yeah?
New Way Bar.
New Way Bar.
That show gets such a shit show at night. If you ever go to New Way, I recommend staying till after 1 a.m. Like 1:30 a.m.
Get there at 12:30. Get there at 12:30.
Like it hits the peak of alcoholism. And everybody's hammered.
Yeah.
And the comedians get angrier. The audience doesn't give a fuck.
And I love how
the shit storm just brews.
The best thing is, like, that's when they switch up to the happy host.
Yeah.
Because, like, the angry host, I don't know why they don't just have Amit host the late show. I know why, because he's got a job and a family and kids. Yeah. But if Paul just hosted the early part, you get the whole audience to stay. They'd be like, "Oh, this guy's so nice."
He treats it like it's ABC.
Yeah, you put up Jake House first. He's telling all those happy fat jokes.
People are like, "This is fun.
It would be fun.
This is nice."
Then 12:30 rolls around. Amit goes up, does 45 minutes.
Here comes the dark part.
All the dark people are like, "I'm into this shit." You put up Kevin Smith next. It just fucking everyone's like, "Ooh, now it's getting weird."
Then Bilal.
Kevin Smith, then Bilal. And then
people are like, oh, this is getting fucked up. Yeah. Then who's his name? He writes short jokes, glasses. Everybody loves him.
Noah?
Yeah, Noah.
Oh, and you put up Noah. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Now you're at the turning point of there's no turning back.
Now it's gross. Now it's about 1:15 in the morning because each one of them does 15 minutes.
And 1:15 happens, and then the drunkest person walks into while the person on the stage.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Tell a joke, dude. I'll fucking get up there, and you're like, oh god, you're gonna be funny, and then you let them go up.
Yeah, and then you put up the cardboard tubes.
Cardboard tubes.
The cardboard tubes.
Cardboard tubes. They're like a hidden gem. They're like, hey, the show's failing. Put them up.
I love the cardboard tubes. I like the cardboard tubes because they fuck with my comedy.
But you also have to figure out you have to explain what the cardboard tubes is.
Oh, so the cardboard tubes is two guys who are at least 67 years old.
It's like if Cheech and Chong.
It's like if Cheech and Chong didn't smoke weed and just took acid the whole time forever, just for 50 years took acid. And then they started their own musical group called the Cardboard Tubes, and they play cardboard tubes and random instruments.
Yeah.
And they sing about fucking mining in West Virginia or something. I don't even know what the fuck they're singing about. It didn't make any sense.
And none of them are on beat. It's great because the one guy is doing his own thing, so he's over here going, and then the other guy's doing another like offbeat thing.
Yeah.
And the one guy's like dripping like a rain stick.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's like, oh, I was down in West Virginia.
Went over to Indiana That's where I met.
And then now he gets another.
friend.
Now he gets another instrument.
And they kill though. They're great. The mixtape I think is on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Just look up Acid Rain, and I think that's the name of their album. But they're fucking great, man. And they add a nice spice to the show because everyone's confused.
Yeah, you don't expect it. You thought you were at a comedy show, and then they transcend you into the '60s, and you're like, now you're at now.
They dress like potato farmers, but their music is much more like Navajo. Culturally appropriated by white people.
It's like if you met like music festival met the Native Americans.
Yeah, it'd be like if you took all the rhythm out of traditional Native American music.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
And all the acid from the 60s.
Yeah. It's fun because they hang out, they'll watch the show, they'll laugh at your jokes. You don't know if they're laughing at your jokes or some acid flashback that they're having. Or
just talking to somebody in front of them that's not there.
Yeah, that could be it too, man.
Great guys.
But they're great to do crowd work with because they'll give you one-word responses. They don't talk over you, you know?
Oh.
Like when you do crowd work with them, they'll just say something back, and normally people are already laughing at them for how ridiculous they are, so it's pretty easy to make a joke. I can't think of one right now, but there's... Oh, shit.
So
they're fun, though. Yeah, New Way's a good time, man. That's the thing. Like, people who shit on it because it's a shitty mic, the shitty mics are the most fun.
That's the hangout one here.
Yeah, hangout mics are great.
Is the best one. That's my favorite one almost during the week. I look forward to Mondays when I was living here.
Yeah, me too, man. And it's so late, which sucks. But
that's the sucky part.
That's the hangout mics. The hangout mics are late.
Everybody goes there.
Like your garage mics, your fucking New Way open mics. You know, I tried to turn Atwater into a hangout, but it just never happened.
You know, I was surprised it wasn't such a hangout.
Well, they closed at 10. They closed at 10. Oh. That's why.
But the sad thing too is that apparently we sucked so much. It was like a separate room, and then it was the brewery. So it was the brewery, and then it was like this little separate party room. That's where we set up comedy. And there was people.
I set up
because it was your show.
It was
good for you.
Show.
Okay, so now there was people in the brewery, and we couldn't get them over to the party side where there was a free comedy show.
I got them sometimes to come.
We would, and then after 3 comics, they'd be like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
Dave Chappelle's not showing up."
Yeah, there were some preppy ass people there. The best was there was always a Bible study group.
Yeah, we couldn't never get them.
I always told them, too. I was like, hey, you know, I know you're here every week studying the Bible while you're drinking. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then like comedians would walk up to it, and they'd hold the Bible up to us like, the Christ.
The power of Christ compels you. I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't. But yeah, I could never get them to come to the show. But yeah, no, man. People used to come to Atwater first, and then they would leave and go to Trixie's. Trixie's is like a hangout mic, too. Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch
was, oh man,
I like Cabbage Patch.
It always seemed like it was a sinking ship. It was like we're always trying to throw the water out of it. It's like we kept it going.
But that's what's great about it, you know?
I just don't know how the bar stays open because I've never seen more than 5 guests in there.
Some lady owns it. I think she likes to have it like her little Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like Patty's Pub style bar.
I wish it was fun at St. Patty's Pub.
Yeah. I had fun there, dude. I used to get wasted there. I remember.
No way, you used to get wasted there?
All day, baby.
I didn't know you even drank.
Yeah, I got to host one time there.
Good for you.
I got $25 and free drinks all night.
Oh gosh, that was the best pay you've ever received.
Ever. Oh my! I had so many drinks. How much did you drink? So much. Like by the end of it, Luke told me, the bartender's name is Luke. He was like, I almost cut you off. He's like, I almost did, just because you were drinking so much. I was like, I'm
was
glad
it like
you
did you just treat it like a water fountain? You were just like,
I treated it like if you got invited to your ex-wife's wedding and they had an open bar. That's how I treated that shit. I just was there, just like,
Marcus, are you okay?
I used to fuck this bitch. You wanna fuck me? It's like,
what were you just drinking? Beer?
Everything.
Oh, everything. That's good.
Beer, shots, and I had a host.
Oh God, I wish I was there.
I wish I was there.
I wish I would have got to see Power Hour when you did Power Hour at the Independent.
I've done it a couple times.
And how bad is it?
Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's awful. Especially when I do my late set. Like if I host it, I host the Power Hour. I bring everybody up. I'm drinking the whole time. And then at the end, I have to do a drunk set. And that's always like, man, you want to talk about rolling the dice.
And is anybody there by this time?
There's the producers of the show, maybe a couple comics, and Jenny, because she has to drive me. And she normally goes out and smokes while I'm doing this. And
she's just so
I've done,
embarrassed.
it got to the point where, because I remember the first time I did, I'm like, how long do I do? And they're like, just as much as you want. So that first time when they said do as much as you want, I did 27 minutes. Fucking
For no one?
Hammered. Fucking blasted. So now they light me when I do this shit. EJ, I'll be at 5-7 minutes and they'll be like, all right, dude, we all want to go and we know what this is you drunk yelling. And I'm like, I know, but this is what you paid me for. To get drunk.
No, Marcus, we paid you to get drunk
and
not
host.
to offend everybody.
Closing. Yeah, and sometimes it gets bad. It just I'm pontificating about socialism or whatever, and it just goes off the rails. But sometimes it's funny. I had my best drunk set ever. Remember when we went to go see Ron White?
Yeah.
And I got wasted drunk, and then we went to the Independent.
Yeah.
I did I did the main show and then the late show, and on the main show, it was there were some people there, and then there was a row of 3 black women up front, and they were drunk as fuck, and I was just going back and forth with them, and we were laughing our ass just the shit. Everything I was saying was hitting with them. And once they laughed, everyone else was laughing, and it was just, oh, man, it was so great. And then I did my blacked out set after that, and that one went nowhere near as good. It went the opposite. It went so bad, and I was just like...
Could you put together a sentence?
No, I don't remember it. I listened to it, and they were sentences. I listened back to it.
You listened to it?
I recorded it, yeah.
That's what our theme song should be. We should filter in some drunk sentences in there.
Drunk. I think I deleted
in the
some
background.
Of those. I think I had to delete some of those legally, but I probably should have just.
Marcus, why should we accept you for your job?
You shouldn't. If I were ever honest in an interview, they'd be like, "Why do you deserve this job?" I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't. Don't hire me unless you want me, but I don't want to be here either. That's the other thing. I don't want to be here. You don't want me here. What are we doing? Can you just pay me unemployment for the rest of my life? Because this shit is fucking dope.
What time is it at?
I don't know. I didn't set a timer. I forgot it. It's 9:11.
Oh, so it's about 40 minutes in.
Is that okay? I don't remember because I didn't set a timer, and we've been trying to be more organized with this. So, but yeah, man, comedy's fun, and I miss it. There's so many. It's something fun to go out and do, and there's always a story that comes out of it. Remember you were there at New Way, and Harry Arden said the N-word. And everyone got all fucking.
That story is so crazy.
It is the craziest, dude. I used to hang out with Harry.
No. And then he came back. I was so surprised. So anyway, should we tell him that we should probably tell the story?
He's schizophrenic.
That makes sense.
You didn't know he was schizophrenic?
No, I knew something was wrong.
He's super schizophrenic.
I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, it's schizophrenia.
I knew something was wrong when the guy brought a CD to play his song instead of a USB. He's like, do you guys have a CD player?
CDs, there's some advantages to it versus the USB.
If you have a CD player to put on.
Dude,
but so this guy, he's a comic from
Harry
Michigan.
Arden is a comedian.
Yeah.
He is a legend, a veteran, and an infamous, potentially racist fucking guy. He used to work for Howard Stern.
No, did he?
Yes.
Oh,
Back
that
in
makes
the day,
so much sense.
He used to work
then.
for Howard Stern. He used to be a writer. He lived in L.A. and wrote for Howard over in New York.
Oh, wow.
And he would be one of the characters who would call in. Because I guess a lot of that is sketch, prepared stuff. So he used to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
And apparently he was making 6 figures doing that for a while. And then he got involved with some fucking Armenian woman who moved to New York. He bought her an apartment that ended up they got divorced. I don't know what happened. It was hard to follow the details sometimes. But he's a crazy guy, all right? But the other thing about him is he has this network within Michigan. He books a lot of shows across Michigan that actually pay comics.
Really?
Yeah, they're shit shows, but they're in some small town at a bar or whatever, and the sound system sucks. And he'll always book I remember he booked a corporate gig at a fucking country club in Indiana, in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. He had Josh Adams headlining.
Okay.
He had Jeremiah Pauling, myself, and I think that was it. I think it was just the three of us plus Harry.
Okay.
We drive down. Harry drives us.
Okay.
Right? So we drive down there. We get drinks at the show. We got drink tickets and stuff.
Okay.
And we're at this fucking show. It's like a white trucking company. It's all white people there.
Good. This is going to go well.
Jeremiah says something about, y'all ain't got no black people at the trucking company? What the fuck? I know you got at least a couple of brothers driving a truck or something, right? And I remember when Josh was up headlining, me and Jeremiah are sitting at the bar having some drinks. And this one white lady comes up to, this is after the show. Like, we're waiting for Harry to get paid so he can pay us.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at the bar, me, Jeremiah, and Josh. We're just drinking. This is like after Josh had started drinking. And some white person comes up to Jeremiah and is like, we do have black people who work at the company. They just, they're, I don't know what the fuck she said, but I was basically like, look, you should have just not said anything.
Probably, that would have been best. And what happened?
Oh, Harry got drunk.
Oh.
He had driven us down there, and then he drunk drove us home. Like, we watched him pull out of the parking spot and come to pick us up at the front door. Me, Josh, and Jeremiah are just like, oh. And I remember sitting in the back seat. I'm like, if this is how Josh Adams dies, I am going to feel like I was a part of this or something. And he kept driving. And the other thing is, like, Harry will talk on the phone and drive when he's sober, and he was doing it drunk. He was, like, booking shows while on the drive down there. He was, like, talking to someone about booking another gig.
That's awesome.
And she was like, well, I don't know if you want a comic or a magician. And he was like, I can do whatever you need. I can, like, Harry.
I have a puppet. I have a puppet.
Watching,
does a puppet work?
Watching Harry businessman it up like that was pretty funny. What was scary was drunk driving from Indiana back to Detroit with him. With me and two other comics in the car, and we're just driving through these tiny little fucking roads, and I'm just like, oh, dude.
The balls on him, though, to be like, yo, I can drive you guys state to state hammer.
And I just remember...
And it's 3 random people that you're not friends. You're just like, guys, I got it.
I think Josh said something along the lines of like, bro, we will find a way home. Like, just don't kill us. Like, just don't. Yeah. And he drove us all the way home. And I remember he was talking to his friend down in Texas on the phone, and they were just going... I was like, Harry... fucking pay attention to the road. Hang the fucking phone up. And he's like, no, I just got to go to the ATM. I got to get the cash so I can pay Josh or whatever. And Josh was like, pay me later. Just drive me home. Pay me later. And we're just like, oh my God, Harry, stop. This fucking guy, man.
Yeah, so that's Harry. So we're at New Way Bar.
Yeah, now tell the N-word story.
So now we're at New Way Bar. And Harry walks in, and everybody's there. This is a night everybody actually showed. A lot of people, a lot of comics were there. And now Harry's walking up to everybody, and he's like, "Hey guys, I got a new joke. You guys think I should say it?" We're like, "Yeah, Harry. Who gives a shit? We're at New Way. We're at New Way Bar. Do whatever you want."
He's like, very insecure.
Okay. Should I try it? It's a really good joke. It's really. And now you hear him doing it to every comic. And then 20 minutes later, he's like, "Guys." He comes up to a group of people. Guys, I got a new joke. Should I try it? We're like, yeah, Harry, it's New Way Bar, dude. Well, there's 5 people in the audience. We don't give a shit. He's like, all right, I'm going to do it. So an hour later, Harry gets up there. Now everybody's like, oh my gosh, what's he going to do? Yeah. I need to watch this. So they announce him. He's on stage, and we're all watching. And immediately his first joke, he's like, guys, why did the chicken cross the road? Why? Because I hate N-words.
Yeah.
As loud as he could, drops the mic, walks off the stage. Every white person shit their pants. And Kevin Smith, who is a black comic, is dying laughing, shouting laughing. Ah! Ah!
He has the best laugh.
His laugh is great. Kevin Smith all the white people are like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. That was uncalled for. And Kevin and all the black comics are in the back of the room just laughing.
Yeah.
Harry Arton is not white. I mean, he is not black.
No. He's Armenian.
It was so, everybody was just in shock. And then Harry disappeared for about a year.
Yeah.
And then he showed back up. And I was like, this
Didn't
guy
he bring
has
cookies
balls.
or something? He brought like cookies to apologize.
He probably tried to... Yeah, it was bad. And he tried to be friends, but he just wore like his trench coat and he kept his hat. He had one of them circle hats and he would like tip it down.
He wears the Dave Attell hat.
Yeah, and he had the long black trench coat and we're like, okay, maybe now his next joke, he's going to shoot the place up.
Oh my God, dude, he's so fucking nuts, man.
That scared me. I was just, the balls to say what he said. I was like, there's only ever been talk about someone ever doing that.
No.
There's no way someone could do that. And Harry's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember, I think I showed up after that happened that night. And I think Kevin told me, like, he was like, dude, you got to.
You weren't there?
No, I was at either Prankus or
You missed out.
That.
You missed out.
I know. I was greedy. I wanted to do another mic. I didn't know that was Harry's N-word night. I had no idea. I'd have been there.
Who would have known? You never know what he's going to do.
Yeah, you don't. He doesn't either. I don't think he has any idea. I think he goes into every situation thinking the best is going to happen. And then unfortunately, his schizophrenia kicks in. And he just drops an N-bomb like it's Hiroshima, bro. Like it's Nagasaki.
Like bad.
He fucking went ham, dude.
He almost had like 5 big white men beat the shit out of him.
Which is the funny part, actually. Yeah. That it was all the white people who got super offended.
Oh my! You know how many times I've been threatened at New Way by drunk hecklers? Oh my! Remember the one where the guy was talking shit, so then I started talking shit, and then the next thing you know, he like threatened me and he started walking up the stage, and then Andrew had to block him off from getting at me, and then the guy was walking out, and then he threw a ping pong paddle at Andrew's back, hit Andrew, and then now
Andrew didn't even
now
feel
Paul
it.
Pipitone's walking in. And they had to break up a fight.
I'm thinking of a different night.
I have been threatened by so many people.
There was a night, I think, at Cabbage Patch where an Asian guy threatened to fight maybe Kevin Smith or Kevin Patel, maybe. I don't know. That's what's great about comedy. It's kind of like ice hockey where there's like, there might be a fight.
You never know.
You don't know, dude.
And sometimes when you just get so bored with it, you're like, you know what? Why not push this?
Yeah.
Why not? Like, I'm like, you're not going to do shit, dude. You're sitting down. I'm on fucking stage. I got 30 comics in the back who will protect me.
I already have a weapon in my hand, all right? And then I got another one in the mic stand.
Yeah.
I will fuck you up with 2 things.
Well, you hope you do. Reality, you gotta keep going at it because you can't look like a bitch.
No.
I'm not going to act like a... Dude, you called me out. I'm going to call you out, and I'm not going to bitch out because you said, oh, say something funny. And then you said something really offensive, like, oh, that's your wife, dude? Good job, not.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my wife.
Yeah.
You mean your husband? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Because she looked like a man.
Yeah, in Ferndale, that wouldn't work, though. Are you making a joke about homosexual people? Oh, actually, I'm not. I remember one time I tried to say faggot at New Way, and it just didn't go well. Did not go well.
If you said that at Trixie's, dude, you might get kicked out.
I'm trying to think what I did at Trixie's that didn't go so hot one time.
Everything I've
had a good set. My best set, oh my God, my best set ever at Trixie's. T-Barb was hosting a show there. And she sold it out. It was fun. It was good. Yeah. And I did a set. It went good. You know, a little crowd work, a little riff, this and that. And she had, I think her aunt was hosting it. She had her aunt host it, and she was like, I don't know how old she was. I'd say 50 plus.
Okay.
And she was like before she's never done comedy that I know of. And I think right before she was bringing T-Barb up, maybe, like she was like, I want to tell a joke real quick. And the joke goes something along the lines of, I went over to this dude's house and I walked in and I was like, why does it smell like shit in here? There must be some faggots living here. And just the whole place went silent. All right. Everyone was just like, what the fuck did she just say? And I remember T-Barb was like, T. And I was just like, I was so excited because I was watching like all the hipster white people be like, I don't know what to do because that's clearly homophobic, but I can't yell at a black woman. And I was just sitting there like, what's going to happen? I felt like I was watching like the final shot going up from half court and it was just in the air. The buzzer went off and I was just like, what's going to happen? And it was so fucking funny. And she was just like, I'm sorry. And she didn't really understand what the problem was. Oh my! It was such a fun show because they packed the fuck out of it. There were at least like 60 people in there. That's a small bar, and there were like 60 people in there, and it's just the energy went from like really good to like, and I was just laughing my ass off. I was like, no fucking way did that just happen? No way did that just happen, dude. Oh my God!
I mean, I think on that note, I think we're good.
I think we got to wrap it up, man.
I just want to thank our sponsors. This 313 hat.
American Spirit cigarettes.
If you got anything you want us to throw up, I mean...
Flintstones, vitamins, one-a-day vitamins.
Marcus needs them clearly for his hair. I need to take them too.
I don't take any vitamins.
We're both getting old, so if anything, a vitamin sponsor.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe a beer sponsor for Marcus.
I could use a beer sponsor.
I'm down for that. We'll throw you right up here. We have how many fans watching every week? We got about...
Between 6 and 12 on a given week. And some of those might be me watching it either for vanity
to see if it's working
or for that.
I half the time it's a view is probably because me. It's copying the link to put it in my profile. So
Yeah.
I mean, you are getting some views.
My girlfriend watches it.
My mom, my dad.
There's 2 people.
My dad loves it.
My girlfriend hates it.
Makes sense.
I don't think my mom likes it.
I don't see why they would like it. They get to know everything we do as bad, and they're just like, what did we do to make us?
My mom doesn't need to know about the good stuff I've done. That's for me and God, okay?
The good stuff.
The good stuff. Like when I held the door for that old lady.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bad stuff. What?
Oh.
We're going to cut that part. So I was just saying, we appreciate you guys. We hope you're staying safe.
I hope you're staying dangerous. No mask. No condom.
Yeah,
no consequences. We're cutting this?
That was dirty.
It was dirty.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Let's leave it. I don't want to do more work.
I don't either.
Okay. Thank you for listening to the Open
Thank
Mics
you for listening.
podcast.
What are we going to say, though? Subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram at Justin Essenmacher.
Yeah.
He's at whatever. I think his middle name's Vaughn. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is your middle name Vaughn?
No.
So it's Beard Von Marcus.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's very creative.
It is.
Follow us on Instagram.
Or don't. But please do.
Buy his lighter.
Buy
so
my
he
lighters.
can buy a beard trimmer.
Watch my special on Amazon Prime. It's called Getting Off. They didn't put a mic in the audience. So I need somebody to laugh at it.
We swear, people were laughing.
I remember people laughing, but I was smoking a lot of pot. And this was like not legal pot. This is like...
Okay. So yeah, check that out on Amazon Prime. Also,
my YouTube channel.
Send us a comment. What do you want to hear? We need stuff to talk about. What do you want?
If you made it this far in the podcast...
We love you. We appreciate you.
And I believe that you exist.
Yeah, and we want to know what you want to hear. We'll tell you anything, almost.
I'll tell you everything.
Marcus will.
Anything.
Everything.
It's Open Mics with Markus and
Justin.
Open
Mics
Mics
with
with Markus and Justin.
Justin.
Open Mics with Markus and Justin. I don't know the rest of the words.
Hey. Peace.
Well, it's Open Mics with Markus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're 2 best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.